You've got 330 mosques in Texas. 5 years ago, you had 200. Okay.
Texas is a big problem.
But
which is so weird.
No, it's not. It's not weird.
Be more red.
No, it's not weird.
Why Texas?
It's intentionally targeting Texas to
Why?
take the soul of America. If they take Texas, they've got America. What are the value system in Qatar and Saudi Arabia? You can't leave Islam in those countries. You get killed, punishable by death. To leave Islam is punishable by death in these Islamic nations. That means freedom of religion, like they keep crying about and talking about. They don't believe in it.
Are the Muslims taking over the United States of America? Well, let's listen to Tommy Robinson as he shares with us a reality check of what is happening in the streets of America. Very similar what's been happening in France and in England.
Can I show you this video of call to prayer in Times Square, which now you're seeing all across the world, and the guy's like, they're worried about us taking over New York. We are taking over New York. And I was like, why are you saying that though? Like, here, take a look at this.
They could do it silently.
Yeah, hang on. It is right, exactly. It's shot number one, guys. Right, like, it just is so bold. Take a look at this.
They can be bold.
Giving down. Yo, make some noise from the mother water right now, baby. MashaAllah, yeah. Takbir! Oh, don't scare them, brothers. Relax. They're over here on purpose to be like, oh my God. Who's seen those videos where they're like, oh my God, the Muslims are taking over New York City? You seen those? You seen those? Let them know that we are taking over New York City. Takbir! Oh my God.
Yeah, you need to deal with it now. That's the point. You need to deal with it now because you won't be able to. You just won't be able to. You'll be in the situation we're in, yeah? And that's why the warning, look, in the UK, again, female genital mutilation, yeah? That is the cutting off of a child, a young girl's clitoris, yeah? Because she's not meant to enjoy sex, she's just meant to have babies, okay? So what they do, 55,000 British children this has happened to. Now...
Are you...
No.
Where are these insane numbers? How your country's? How many people are in your country?
Yeah, but this is your country. This is America. Where that Somali community is, have a look at the rate. Do it now. Get someone to do it now. The rate of Somalian women who have faced FGM. It's like the majority. Yeah.
What FGM?
It's called
female genital mutilation.
Now in the UK, that carries a prison sentence.
In Minneapolis and Somalia.
No, it'll be in America, 100%. Now, what they've tried to do in UK...
All right, team, can you, if you guys can reach Porter or Fletcher, can you ask them to check that?
Have a look how many it is in Somalia. I'm pretty sure it's upwards of 90%, I'm guessing. Let me have a look. So,
okay.
FGM in Somalia. What percentage? Now, their values... 98% of women aged 15 to 49 have undergone the procedure. So 98% of Somalian women have had their clitorises cut off. Okay, so that is so that they don't want sex, have a drive for sex, enjoy sex.
Okay, great, guys. What do you have for me? You're 100.
Now listen, because that's
if you fact check from Fletch.
But if you think that that's left at your border when they come in, it's not. It's like the 99% of Afghans want Sharia law. They don't get to your border and go, we'll see you later, Sharia law. We now will love democracy and freedom. No, they want Sharia law. They bring that value system into your country and then they push it. Now, FGM, this is where you understand how the problems can't be dealt with. Yeah? Because in the UK, it's a prison sentence. Fact check this. Again, it's a prison sentence, I think, of 15 or 20 years. Yeah, I think that the parents who allow their child to have their genitals mutilated can receive a prison sentence of like 15 years. Do you know, out of those 55,000 British children, do you know how many people have been prosecuted?
You're going to tell me none.
One last year. One. Do you know why? Because if they prosecuted the parents, there's not a single prison place left. We simply can't deal with it. So then we turn a blind eye. So then we call it cultural sensitivity. So we allow little British children, because they're born in Britain, like you're allowing American children right now, to have their genitals mutilated because we don't know how to deal with the scale of this problem that we've imported in. Like, there's so many problems that are coming. Say, for example, Pakistani men make up 3% of the British population. They're responsible for 33% of child defects, because in some cities, 76% of them marry their cousins. You will allow, like we have, the problem's so big we can't deal with it. So then the terrorism front and the threat of violence from a hostile, aggressive community, because they will riot. You see those New York, you go and try and move them. So you see where they're praying in in your capital? Try and move them. Watch what happens.
It's a full-blown street fight. And then the Americans are called white supremacists.
But then, and not just that, they won't just riot there. Now, this is what Europe knows. So ICE, okay, you're lucky, yeah? You've got them, right? We need an ICE. But you see, if we had an ICE in Europe, they will burn the whole of Europe. You won't be able to go get the illegal.
Americans are...
No, but only...
That situation has climbed so out of control.
Yeah, but
fast.
That's at 1%. You've only got 1%, man. Once you get these strongholds, and I went to Texas, yeah, since I've been here. You've got 330 mosques in Texas. 5 years ago, you had 200. Okay,
Texas is a big problem,
but
which is so weird.
No, it's not. It's not weird.
Be more red.
No, it's not weird.
Why Texas?
It's intentionally targeting Texas to
Why?
take the soul of America. If they take Texas, they've got America. If they take Texas, yeah, which they're gonna, because not just that, the centres, and I don't mean, this isn't scaremongering because I've watched it, okay? They come in, you've seen Epic City, yeah? Have you seen? No, that's okay. So Epic City, I went to a mosque, they put a plan in for this massive city, yeah? And it's got a huge mosque, and then all houses that are there are for Muslims, and a percentage of the fees go back to the mosque.
It's all in Texas.
This is in Texas.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this
Okay.
is in
I'm with you.
Plano.
Okay.
Yeah, Plano. The names of the roads that they're naming in this Islamic city are all named after Islamic conquerors. Yeah? They're conquering your country. It's funded. Now, I understand we need economic relations with Saudi Arabia and Qatar, but why are we allowed in Saudi Arabia or Qatar to fund any schools, madrasas, mosques? You can't build a church in Saudi Arabia. What are the value system in Qatar and Saudi Arabia? You can't leave Islam in those countries. You get killed, punishable by death. To leave Islam is punishable by death in these Islamic nations. That means freedom of religion, like they keep crying about and talking about. They don't believe in it. Free speech, don't believe in it. Criticise Muhammad, you're dead. So the values are totally opposite, and you're building entire cities now that are funded, and they're going to use your constitution, use your freedoms against you.
The question is not just about the Muslims taking over America. It's the questions of the Muslims forcing themselves onto us, forcing their religion onto us. It was shocking to hear what Tommy Robinson was sharing with us of what's been happening in England to the younger girls. What's happening when you force a religion onto people, now onto us. We need to remember that the United States of America is different than any other country in the world as it was prior to 250 years ago. 250 years ago, which is the founding of the United States of America. The reason why United States of America succeeded in becoming a superpower and the superpower of the free world in such a short amount of time, in 250 years, compared to any other empire or any other kingdom or country that have been in existence for thousands of years. What was it about the United States of America that it was able to go from zero to superpower in just 250 years? Relative speaking to history, that's a short amount of time. What was their secret? The answer is, the word is freedom. That no one forces anyone to do anything when it comes to religion, when it comes to observance, when it comes to language, when it comes to dress code, when it comes to any other personal choices. Every human being is entitled to have their own freedoms. And that is how and why America has been able to succeed. After thousands of years of people living under the tyranny, under the thumb of some regime, some more radical than others, and other tyrants than others, other empires who subjugated and enslaved their people. We here in America have taught that everyone can be a free person. As long as you abide by the laws of the land, you respect each other, you don't harm another person, never mind kill another person, you don't harm another person's property, you don't take another person's property. There's a code of ethics and laws, there's a judicial system of the country. As long as you follow it, you're in. And you could pray whatever temple or church you want, whatever house of prayer you want. You could use any prayer book you want. You could pray to any God you want. You could dress whatever clothes you want. You could pray in whatever language you want. It's you, your choice. You are unique. God brought you to this world. The day you were born, God said the world can no longer exist without you, because God is counting on you. And whatever religion God placed you, whatever religion you grew up in or discovered, that is your destiny, for you to enjoy and be devout and respect others, even though they may not follow your ways. Just because they have a different theological faith system, it doesn't make them better or different. We are all going our own path. The problem with the extremists and with Islam is that they're trying to dominate the world. They're trying to force their beliefs and their religion onto us. And that has no place in the 21st century. When they occupy Times Square and they scream Allahu Akbar with all intentions of death to America, that's not the type of guests we welcome in our country. If you don't like it here in America, go back to where you came from. What are you doing here? If you're here, follow the law of the land and live and let live. You have laws you want to keep them in your home. It doesn't belong in the streets. You don't change names of streets, of people who have done terrible things to the world. This is the United States of America. We're the land of the free. So thank you, Tommy Robinson, for bringing this to our light. And we certainly hope that people are aware that the war we're fighting now is an existential war for our own survival. So the Arab Caliphate does not take over the world. And once again, the world is thrown into chaos. God bless you. God loves you.